Alright, Ronan MMA, welcome back to the channel. Now this will probably be a bit of a shorter video because I just wanted to quickly point this thing out for you, give my thoughts real quickly, and hopefully get your guys' thoughts down in the comments below so you can tell me if I'm reaching or not, okay? So recently, Israel Adesanya uploaded a podcast to his YouTube channel with Teddy Atlas. Now in this podcast, they talked about, a whole host of different things, including the loss to Sean Strickland. While they were talking about the loss to Sean Strickland, in my opinion, Israel Adesanya kind of quietly and quickly blamed Eugene Bareman, at the very least, for his performance in the later rounds, more specifically that last fifth and final round where Israel Adesanya was very clearly down on the scorecards, yet still did nothing for those entire 5 minutes, okay? Now, just for a little bit of extra context, I'll play that clip for you guys in just a sec, but I just want to set the stage a little bit. They were just speaking about the Kelvin Gastelum fight right before that. So, you know, kill or be killed, I'm ready to die in here, all this shit. The ability to just be a fighter, just go, not necessarily being tactical all the time, right? Stuff like that. And then that kind of bled into the loss to Sean Strickland, where, again, as I said, in my opinion, I think Israel Adesanya kind of blamed his coach for, at the very least, the later round performances. Now I'm going to play that clip for you guys right now.
My last fight, I lost my last fight because of, so I got to a point in the fight, right, where I was the end of the round, and I remember looking, I haven't actually said this, I looked down, as I looked down, I saw driplets of blood, and I was like, okay, damn, he got me with that jab, because his jab was different. It was something that, it was like a hammer fist. It was hitting me with this part of his knuckle, because he was in the stance, right, the Philly shell, and boom, and it was catching me, because offbeat timing, I just wasn't there. But unexpected, but still, kind of like what you said, I never lost hope. I went back to the corner, I was like, right, whatever was round 3, round 4, whatever it was, I was like, right, we go this round, we must go this round. So I was even like, when I asked Eugene in the 5th round, like, is this the 5th round? He's like, yeah. I was like, right, and I said, should I just go? He's like, no, let's be tactical, because I wanted to, like, I kind of was like, fuck it, let's go. Like, if I die, I die. Like, go out on your shield, you know, kill or be killed. But then Eugene was like, no, let's be tactical, rah.
Okay, first thing I want to point out, Israel Adesanya has this ability to use very flowery language, right? He'll pause in all of the right moments. He'll kind of look off into space. He'll touch his chin. He does kind of shit like this, right? In my opinion, he's doing all of this to make what he's saying seem insightful or seem very thoughtful or seem deep, like he's put a lot of thought and effort into the words that he's choosing. And then also with the flowery language that kind of allows him to make legit full-blown excuses while having his hardcore delusional fans listen to it and say, no excuses here, he took full accountability even though he completely fucking didn't, right? Okay, but again, within all of that, all of the flowery language, all of the pauses, all of the chin touches, all of that shit, what I'm hearing him say is Eugene was like, no, stay tactical. And as a matter of fact, he goes back to it because he talks to Teddy Atlas about how, you know, I said to Euge, should I just go? It's time to go, because he realized he was losing the fight. And Eugene said, no, stay tactical. Now, Eugene does a very good job at covering the microphone, so we will never really know what he actually said. But if we just take Israel Adesanya at face value, which I don't really want to do, but let's just say hypothetically, okay? If he did say that, dude, tell Eugene to fuck off, all right? I understand he's your head coach. I understand you trust him and all that shit. It's your title on the line. It's your millions of dollars on the line. You are down 3 rounds at least, going into the 5th, completely outclassed. None of your tricks are working, despite everybody, all of his fans at the very least, trying to say that he wasn't himself that night. He didn't look very good. He didn't show up, all of this shit, right? He tried all of the same setups. He gave all the same looks, round after round. It just didn't fucking work. And except, you know, he won the round after he got dropped, which people also like to try and forget when they want to make excuses for Israel Adesanya. But if your coach, after watching you lose an entire fight, is telling you still to stay tactical, basically keep doing what you're doing that's not working, keep doing that, and you listen, I mean, whose fault is it really, okay? Again, Eugene speaks very quietly. I'll never know what was actually said in the corner. I did try my best to go back and listen to the corner advice in between rounds 4 and rounds 5, right? But as I said, I couldn't hear Eugene. But for the 20 to 30 seconds that Israel Adesanya was shown on screen, right? Because then they switch and go to the other corner. I didn't hear Israel Adesanya ask Eugene a single time, should I just go, right? And he's making it seem as though he was trying to unleash this monster or dog that would go out and, you know, knock out Sean Strickland in the last 5 minutes because fuck staying tactical, I'm just going to go fight him. But he didn't because Eugene told him to stay tactical. At least that's my reading of the situation, okay? But honestly, dude, I want to know something. I'm going to ask Israel Adesanya fans, okay? I'm going to play this clip for you, and I want to know. Let me know in the comments below, okay? Is this being tactical, or is this kill or be killed? Because in the last 10 to 30 seconds of a fight that you've just lost 20 minutes of, like, stop passing the fucking blame off on your coaches. Stop passing the blame off on your inactivity, or your activity, pardon me, that you wanted. You're the one that picked September. You had to fight there. As a matter of fact, they had to switch opponents to Sean Strickland because Dricus du Plessis couldn't turn around that fast with an injury. You lost your belt because you wanted to be active, and then you try to blame that as why you lost after. Right now, if Eugene didn't say any of this, I would not be surprised at all. Okay, but let's just be charitable for a second. If Eugene was telling Israel Adesanya to stay tactical, I would interpret that as a tactical decision by Eugene to maybe not get Israel Adesanya knocked out, right? So that they could explain the fight away by, as I said, activity, right? Not showing up. We're off tonight, all this shit. As opposed to having to explain you getting flatline KO'd after getting outclassed for 20 minutes. But either way, as I said, please let me know what you guys think down in the comments below, because to me this sounded like, and I know that Israel Adesanya fans, as I said, they'll say, oh, he's just talking whatever, like he's not blaming Eugene, all this shit, but it did kind of sound that way, or at the very least, to me it did. But like and subscribe, I'd greatly appreciate it. I will see you at the next video. Bye-bye.